Engineering is definitely challenging, but it is rewarding at the end of the day when you positively make an impact on people's lives and make improvements in and outside of work. I'm Marin, I'm 23 years old, and I make $74K a year.
I'm Carlo, I'm 26 and I make $92K a year.
Together, we make $166K a year.
And we live in Front Royal, Virginia.
We're both engineers, and I'm a technical operations engineer at a large pharmaceutical company.
I'm a project manager / technical engineer for a large consumer goods company.
We've been dating for about 2.5 years. We met in college through a mutual friend, and we've been about long distance for 1 year.
Yeah, it was in my fifth year in college when I was working to get my MBA. That's when I met my Marin. So I graduated in 2020 in Binghamton University with an MBA, and in 2019 with a bachelor's in mechanical engineering.
I graduated in May 2021 with a degree in biomedical engineering. I like to track my expenses every month. Right now, my biggest expenses are my car and my student loans. Currently, I have just been making car payments of about $500 a month towards my car.
I also like to track my expenses. I typically don't have a lot of expenses. My biggest expense is my car due to the long distance that we travel for work. We also like to go out on weekends and pretty much eat out or see a new city. Last October, I decided to get a new car because my old car was just having too many issues. It was kind of pricey at that time because of the whole pandemic, but I think I got a pretty good deal. Me and Marin both contribute about $750 in our investment account minimum every month. For me, if I have extra money, I would use that to pay off my loans or invest more in the stock market.
We both contribute to our investment portfolios, and if I have any money left over, that would go towards my car payments or for fun activities.
So I've been working at the same company for about 2 years now. It was nice that I got a salary increase last year. Still work the same amount of hours, about 50 plus per week. The commute does make it a little bit more challenging, but I'm happy that I'm with Marin.
So after graduating college, I was lucky enough to get a job around Carlo's job, so that allowed us to move in together, which made the post-grad life transition a bit easier as well, because my commute is also pretty long and it's been a big adjustment, but living with Carlo has definitely helped.
I have about $99,000 of student loans to go. I do have a good amount of money that I could pull from the stock market to pay off a good chunk of my student loans. So if I were to do that, my total student loan balance would be around $50,000. As far as my car loan, I still have $13,000 left to go.
For my student loans, I have about $17,000 in student loan payments, and for my car, I have about also $13,000 to go.
We typically do groceries every week, and we would cook and meal prep for the week, saving us a lot of money.
Yes, and on the weekends, we like to go out to DC and explore the city, go to museums and art exhibits. As part of one of my hobbies is I like to write Yelp reviews, so I Yelp Elite member, and in doing so I get invited to exclusive events, and sometimes they offer free food and swag.
In our free time, we like to go running or walks. We do like to go to New York City quite often to visit my family and friends, as well as Marin's friends, as we are both from New York. We did travel this summer to Seattle and Vancouver. We used mostly our credit card points to pay off the flights and the hotels, making the overall cost of the trip much less. We do plan to visit all 50 states and 6 continents in the future.
So in our free time, we like to work on our passion project called Bubs and Bubsy, where we draw ourselves as dumplings and we share a couple cartoons that are relatable to people, and we like to just make people laugh through our comics. So this weekend we're moving to Maryland because I recently got a new job offer at another pharmaceutical company, and we're moving there pretty soon. The area is more of a city and a little closer to DC, so we'll definitely explore more of that.
Yep, very excited to move. It'll be a great change as it will be in a bigger city. Cost of living will be a little bit higher, but we're willing to deal with that. So yeah, with engineering, you could take a lot of different paths. There's so many types of engineering. Even if you decide to become a mechanical engineer, you might not be doing something completely different. But in terms of manufacturing engineering, it can be very challenging as you might work long hours, you might have to work on weekends, and you might have to work on during holidays. So
being an engineer in manufacturing also, it can be challenging because sometimes you do have to work long hours, or sometimes shift work. So definitely look into the role, know exactly what your responsibilities are.
being a couple that are engineers, we see that we do have a lot of similar struggles in our work, and we do enjoy bringing innovation and solving problems for the people of the world.